Hey, assistant coach, how are you guys doing? It is me, Johnny Sports, and welcome back to the top 5 talents of the week. This is week number 3, and we have some insane talents in this one. I really hope you guys will enjoy it. If you do, smash that like button. 2,000 likes would be incredible. As you guys might already know, this is the structure of the video. Player stats in the first season, then I will show you how much you have to pay for these players. And then in the third part, I will show you guys their stats after the 5th season. So let's get straight into it. We are starting off at the back. It is Jeremiah Sanches. I'm not too sure on how to pronounce that, but I hopefully got it right. Take a look at this guy. He's 18 years old, starts off at a 70 rating. Obviously, he's a center back, 84 potential, and he's playing for Heerenveen. So if you guys want to buy him, that is his team. If you take a look at his acceleration and sprint speed, you will see that this is the type of defender that you want to have alongside a slower and stronger defender. So this is the one that will catch up to those fast strikers. He's 6'1" tall. He already starts off at 76 stand tackle, so you can see he makes up for the lack of strength that he has with the stand tackling statistics. I only had to pay 2.5 million to get this guy into my team. His team wanted 3.1 million, but I gave them 2.5. In 5 seasons, he went up from 70 to 82. So this is one of the best growing players I had in this series. Only in 5 seasons, he has grown by plus 12. And he's still improving on his physical stats. Take a look at his acceleration and sprint speed. His strength has also gotten better, and his defending is just on top. 89 stand tackle, 92 slide tackle. He is one of the best defenders, if not the best defender I have tried in FIFA 16 so far. Moving on into the midfield, it is Renato Sanches, the highest potential player in this episode. Starts off at the age of 18 and the rating of 71, has 87 potential, and is playing for Benfica. You can buy him in the first transfer window straight away. Good physical stats. I mean, he is not the tallest player, but he does have some strength. 77 strength on him as an 18-year-old player with some decent stamina and all that stuff. But the skill attributes have to be trained a little bit. So if you get this guy into your team, just let him grow. He is not a 4-star skiller. That might be something that some people will not enjoy. But why do you need 4-star skills on a center midfielder, I ask? So please, give this guy a chance. He is incredible. I only had to pay 3 million for him, and this guy also grew by plus 12. And one thing I've noticed on FIFA 16, if you train your players too much, their physical stats will not grow. In this series, as you guys know, I'm not training any of these players at all, so this is their natural growth, and he has gotten to the rating of 83. And if you look at his stats, he has been insane. 29 matches played, 15 goals and 7 assists. That is something you would expect from a center attacking midfielder or a striker, but not from a center midfielder. Now let's move on over to the right hand side. This is Leon Bailey. He is the paciest player in this episode. He starts off at 94 acceleration, 92 sprint speed, and 65 stamina. So straight away in your career mode, you can get this guy. But keep in mind, you can get him in January only. Yes, you have to buy him in January. That's the one thing with this guy, because he has just recently joined his team. On the transfer deadline day of January, you'll be able to get him into your team. High-low work rates, which is amazing. 5'11" tall, so he's not the small guy that will get the ball taken off him by defenders that often. Even though his stats don't say it, I really felt like he had a bit of strength on him, and he was really good in getting past defenders. I had to pay 4 million for him because in January he obviously grew by a little bit, so he might have been like a 71 or 72 rated player. After 5 seasons though, if you look at his stats, he hasn't grown in his physical stats, which is actually not that important because they are good as they are, but he has grown in his skill stats, in his technical stats, and that is what is important, because you need a winger to be able to cross, you need a winger to be able to dribble around defenders and cut inside and take shots. 29 games, 3 goals and 7 assists. By the way, all these games have been simulated. I have not played a single one of them because I wanted to see how they actually do by themselves. Now the time has come to move over into the cam position, and that is Pineda. This guy I have checked him out and I've realized, wow, this guy actually has amazing stats. And this might be someone that most of you guys probably don't know. He's playing for Querétaro, if that is the right way to pronounce it. 80 potential on him, 19 years old, starts off at a 72 rating, center attacking midfielder. Physical stats are incredible. 85 stamina on him, already at the age of 19. Sadly, he is not a 4-star skiller, but that really won't bother you that much. You can really use him as a center midfielder as well. I only had to pay around 3.5 million for this guy. I had to negotiate a little bit with his team because at the start they didn't want to sell him. In the end, I got him for 3.5 million. I'm sure you guys can get him for a little bit less, but he has 6 years on his contract. That might be a reason for why you have to pay a little bit more than usual for a 72 rated player. After 5 seasons, he went up to the 80 rating. And he still improved in his physical stats, which were perfect already, but he has also improved mentally and technically. He has an amazing shot on him. I have to say, this guy can definitely take some long shots. If he would have 4-star skills, he would probably be a lot more known in the community already. 29 matches, 10 goals and 7 assists. Now the time has come to move over into the position that relies on assists, the striker. And I've gone with someone that probably most people will never use in their career mode if I do not tell them right now that this guy is a beast. Benito Raman, 71 rated, 20 years old. Yes, he is not the youngest talent out there, but he has 78 potential. I know that might be something that a lot of guys think, oh no, I won't get this guy into my team, he's not good enough. But I have to say, he somehow really resembled to Tevez in my AS Roma career mode. He has amazing physical stats and he will improve along the way, and he can also play in the center forward position and the left midfield position if you need him to. I only had to pay 2.5 million for him. And I really wanted to put a guy like him into this episode because I felt like putting all these mainstream talents in there is not what I want to do. I want to show you guys some talents that you didn't know about in every single episode. And after 5 seasons, when he's 25 years old, he is now a 78 rated player. But that is all without training. If you take a look at his stats, his physical stats, I don't have to say anything about that. But this guy has 80 finishing, he has decent shot power, 83 long shots, really good dribbling on him. And if you train him a little bit on his shot power and finishing, maybe this guy could be an incredible striker for your team that no one really knows about but you. And you will enjoy this guy, let me tell you that. I really enjoyed playing with him. Sanches is obviously the guy in the end with the highest transfer price. Juste is right behind him. And if I had to pick some players from this episode that I liked the most, I really couldn't. I seriously couldn't, because I honestly loved all of these players, and I'm really thinking about buying some of these into my next career mode, which is the Leicester City career mode. Guys, if you have suggestions for the next video, let me know in the comments down below, because as you can see on the screen right now, some of these players have been suggested by you guys. So thank you so much for your comments. Smash that like, and we'll see each other in 1 week time for the next episode. Peace.